a $200 raise replacing the COLA for Social Security. I have all the details for you here in the video. Let's get into it and talk about what's going on. All right, the infamous $200 per month raise for Social Security that we've heard about for so long now, that would be very, very, very beneficial for the vast majority of beneficiaries, plus the COLA that is honestly not that great, and we know that it doesn't really serve the beneficiary. Although we really do enjoy it, we like it, it ultimately turns to be into a lot more frustration than it really does to be helpful, right? So we have this bifurcation out there right now between these different plans, ideas, and concepts as it pertains to Social Security. Number one, we have, let's raise benefits by $200 per month across the board for all beneficiaries. Not bad. That'd be really nice. And really quick side note here, as I've mentioned before in other videos, it has taken them so long to do this that realistically, the $200 per month raise should really be more like $300, $350, maybe even $400, because everything else has gone up. Inflation has adjusted prices higher, but yet, surprise, surprise, they haven't adjusted the $200 per month raise yet, right? So anyway, I always like to point that out because it's funny how everything else goes up, but yet when it comes down to raising benefits, they're like, no, we're going to stick at 200. Really? Everything else has gone up. Let's be fair. Let's adjust accordingly, right? Anyway, sorry, I digress for a second here, okay? Okay, so that's on one hand, right? The $200 per month raise, which would be massively and wildly helpful for the vast majority of beneficiaries. But then we have the COLA out there, okay? This COLA thing is a mess. Now, here's the thing. You probably heard me talk about the COLA before in other videos. It's an absolute disaster. Okay, fine. We get 2.5%. We get 3.2% like last year. We get 8.7% or 5.9% or 1.3% like we've received the last 5 years here. Okay, they're good. It all adds up to over 20%. That's really nice. But at the end of the day, prices on goods and services have increased significantly more than that. Now, here's the thing. I want to look at the differences of these really quickly because let me throw some really quick numbers out there for you. I'm not sure if a lot of people have looked at this, but let me just throw this out there really fast. The average Social Security retirement benefit right now is about $2,000 a month. Okay, I'm rounding a little bit for easy mathematical purposes, but it's about $2,000 a month. If you wanted to get a $200 per month raise, aside from just the overall $200 raise that we've heard about, if we wanted to get a $200 raise to our benefits just from the COLA on a $2,000 monthly benefit, which is about the average right now, we would need to get a 10% raise to benefits. Do we think a 10% COLA is coming? No, not anytime soon. I mean, maybe over the course of the next several years, we'll get cumulatively 10%, but that's going to be years in the making, and that's not just a one-off thing, right? So that's kind of the thing. Now, here's the thing. If we were to have a $1,000 monthly benefit, if you're getting a $1,000 benefit right now, guess how much of a raise we would need to get $200? You probably know. Easy math, right? You would need to get a 20% raise. Do you think a 20% raise is coming to benefits anytime soon? Nada. That's not happening, okay? We would see if we got a 20% raise, we'd be dealing with a really massive and really bad situation right now with inflation. In other words, inflation would probably have to be like 25 or 30% just to maybe get a 20%. It's not happening. Just saying that very clearly right now. Maybe over the course of the next 15 years, 10, 12 years, we might get 20%. Just based on if inflation is, reasonable to 2.5%, we might get it over the next 10 to 15 years. We might get a 20% raise. That's a long time to wait, right? However, let's kind of look at this kind of blended approach here, right? Because here's the thing. If I were to come to you right now and say, take your pick, you get one of the two, but not both. Would you rather have the COLA forever for the rest of your life? You will get the COLA every single year, whatever it happens to be. Or would you like to trade the COLA in, never get another COLA raise, but I will guarantee you right now today, we will lock on another $200 per month raise or an extra $200 on top of your monthly benefit forever for the rest of your life right now. Which one do you want, right? Take your pick, right? Now, here's the thing. Based on the examples I just gave you, well, you'd probably say, if you're below the average monthly benefit of, say, $2,000 a month, you would probably be way more advantageous to take a $200 increase to your monthly benefit immediately forever. You'd be way better off taking that. Now, if you're somebody getting, say, $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month, something like that, you'd be better off waiting and taking the COLA forever, because you're actually gonna ultimately net more money that way. For example, if somebody's getting a $4,000 monthly benefit right now, they would only need a 5% raise to their benefit to actually get $200 more per month. We could get 5% in 2 years. In 2 years' time, 2.5% a year, they just locked in $200, right? So a COLA forever would be way more advantageous the higher the benefits get, and locking on just a lump sum increase to benefits, the lower benefits get, is what it comes down to. Okay, so what's my point with all this? I like to look at this because I actually have a different approach on how I would actually do such a thing. Here's the thing that I would want to look at. And why they haven't explored these ideas quite yet is honestly really confusing to me. We see all of this information out in the headlines. Social Security is going to be out of money. We see all these talking head politicians and everybody else out there saying, oh my, we've got to do something about Social Security. We're going to be out of money. Yeah, we know that. No shock, right? That's not a surprise. We know that it's going to be out of money in 7.5, 8, 9, maybe 10 years if we're very lucky. Depending on how you look at the numbers and the reports, it's somewhere between about 7 and 10 years is where we're going to be completely out of money. And we're going to see a massive cut to benefits if they do nothing. But here's what I would really like to see. And if I were in control of this, here's something that I'd really, really aggressively pursue. For those people that are getting a higher benefit, say, I don't know, the average or higher, again, the average for a retiree is about $2,000. I don't know, that might be a little bit of a low cutoff here, but maybe somebody getting, I don't know, 125% of the average benefit, or maybe 150% of the average benefit, something like that, I don't know, just somewhere around that range, no longer get a COLA. Why? They're probably fine. I mean, being real with you, somebody that's getting, say, $3,000 a month from Social Security, I'm pretty sure they're doing okay? Maybe they're still struggling a little bit, and that's, I don't want to ever see somebody struggle, but I'm guessing if somebody's getting $3,000 a month from Social Security, they probably have other sources of income. Maybe a pension, maybe dividend income, maybe portfolio income, maybe they're still working, maybe they have investments. Whatever it is, I'm guessing they probably have something else, because if somebody's getting $3,000 a month from Social Security, what does that mean? It means that they worked a lot of years, and it means that they had a pretty solid income for the majority of those years. That's what that means. That's why they're getting a big benefit like that, right? It's not that hard to figure out. It's just numbers. Math tells us, what happens. So anyway, here's what I would do. If somebody were getting, say, 125%, maybe 150% of the average monthly benefit for the respective benefit type, then maybe no more COLAs. And then take that money that would have been going to them, shuffle it over to the lower income beneficiaries, and probably even lock in a permanent, say, raise to benefits, like locking in a $200 per month raise and saying, here, starting now, you'll get the $200 raise. And again, that would be cut off at some point as well. Higher income beneficiaries, sorry, I mean, that's just the truth, how it goes. Probably don't need the extra 200. You want it. I totally agree with you. We all want it, but probably don't need it. There's a big difference between need and want, right? So anyway, basically just being smarter about the money that's being sent out, and just being more strategic about it rather than just being broad. Everybody gets a $200 raise. That's dumb. That does not make any sense. Somebody that's getting $4,000 a month from Social Security does not need an extra $200 per month from a one-off raise to benefits. Doesn't need it. But a beneficiary that's getting $800, $600, $1,000, for sure, they need an extra $200, right? Because the cost of living has gone up so massively. And we continue to see that in this type of situation, somebody that is on retirement benefits or SSDI, generally their expenses are higher than just the average person walking around out there, right? So anyway, that's kind of what I would see. And the approach that I would see going forward is kind of have this almost like line in the sand, or phase out. A phase out would be a better way to put it. This kind of phase out of the COLA, the higher the benefits get for people, as well as this phase in of higher COLAs for the lower beneficiaries, and also phase in of, one-off raises, things like a $200 per month raise. Something like that makes sense? Does that make any sense at all? So anyway, that's something that I would look at, and why somebody hasn't looked at kind of this phase out approach doesn't really make any sense. To me anyway, it doesn't. Because when we look at other things that are out there, for example, remember when we got stimulus checks? Every single time, what did they do? They had phase outs. They had phase outs on income. If your income was between X and X, it phased out. For example, the last check that we got for an individual, the threshold was $75,000. If you earned under 75 grand, you got the full stimulus check. However, between $75,000 and $100,000, that $25,000 income bracket or income difference there, it phased out to zero. Okay, same situation. Why wouldn't we do that for other things? But yet Social Security is still stuck in this like revolving door that's been in like place for all these years and nothing has changed with it. But yet we sit here and we complain about the insolvency and that some people are getting these huge benefits and other people are getting these tiny benefits. Then why hasn't something like this been done about this? It just seems really weird to me, right? Anyway, this is kind of what I want to share with you really quickly, kind of just discuss the details here and kind of share with you some of the math behind this is how much we would really need to get of a raise to actually lock in $200 per month more. The smaller the benefits get, it'd have to be a lot. Like I said, 20% on a $1,000 monthly benefit and 10% on a $2,000 average benefit right now. We're not getting any of those anytime soon. But if you're getting $4,000, $5,000 a month, get this. If somebody's getting a $5,000 monthly benefit right now, how much would they need of an increase to their benefit to actually lock in that $200? They'd need about a 2.5% raise. That's it. Not bad. I mean, that could happen in 1 year, right? So anyway, let's leave it at that for now. I hope this helps to some degree. And again, I just like to look through all the numbers, look at this logically, and see what's a better approach to help low income, fixed income, those individuals that are living on these benefits, but yet still falling short time and time again, month after month after month. Anyway, all of these are still out there. Yes, the COLA is still in place. Yes, the $200 is still out there on the table. And again, I will continue to keep you posted on all of this. I hope this helps you. Again, if I can ask a huge favor of you, please subscribe down below. It is totally free to do so. The big subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Otherwise, if you can think of 1 or 2 people that benefit from this information, please feel free to share this video with them. There's a share button right down below as well. It's 100% free to do so. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Otherwise, check out the well over 5,000 videos here on the channel. The videos that I've hand selected for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. Check those out. Or right now popping up on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Thanks so much. Please have a nice day. Take care. Have a good one. And I'll see you again next